How did we get here today? Well, about 6 months ago, I got an email just like you guys on this webinar that said, hey, do you want to hear about QuickPay with ProNovos? We had done a demo with ProNovos a few months earlier, which was just an amazing piece of software that we really liked, and had talked to Bruce, a couple times about that. Um, so afterwards, I got a phone call saying, hey, how would you, like to use the product? And a few more conversations. And, we really felt comfortable with the ProNovos team, with the software, with Greg and his team at Viva, and we moved forward with it. And I can actually say that the growth that we've been able to accommodate over the last 6 months has been due to this relationship, with Viva and ProNovos. So, um, major benefit is all of my projects are in one place. There's other products out there that some of the GCs will use, like Textura, um, GC Pay, and so forth, which do have some quick pay options if a GC allows for those. But with this product, I can log into ProNovos. I see all of my pay applications. There's a cash flow model. You're going to see some of this a little bit, later with Denver. And you can see where your gaps are going to be and fill those gaps as needed. Um, you know, so all in one place is a very important piece for us. Simply, you go in, you set up all of your projects as you get them. Again, we have about 15 every single month. And then you use the tool in order to submit pay apps as needed. You'll get the funding within 24 hours. You pay your vendors an operational, costs, for that particular job, and getting the money back into Viva is as simple as just setting up direct deposit, or I mean, a lot of times we just FedEx checks because we still get very large checks, from our GCs, and those go straight in. One thing that we have learned to do, this was also a benefit of using this product, is our labels all say to CM Red, CO Viva. It's our banking partner. It's our ally in growth, is what we can call it if you want. But it's very discreet. At no time has anyone from ProNovos or Viva ever talked to one of our GCs directly. It's all been confirmation via tools, emails, or conversations, that they're listening in that your pay apps have been approved. So from the discrete point of view, nobody really knows that you're using this tool, and they probably did. They probably think you were pretty smart anyway. Um, the thing that we've been able to do, go to some of our vendors and say, hey, if we pay you within 15 days, can you give us a discount, right? And that's been starting to work on a couple of our vendors. If we pay in 10 days or pay in 15 days, can we get a 5% discount on the product? Because again, they got cash flow issues too. So we find it's quite easy to use, the process is efficient, and the verification is discreet. And we like it very much.